brother and
yes,
sister.
We are not brother and sister.
But could you imagine if we were brother and sister and married? That would be.
No, I'm not going to imagine that.
That's very Game of Thrones.
And populated a love child?
Exactly. Super creepy.
All right, let's get to the
let's get to the news.
The news. This is probably more uncomfortable.
Yeah, this is more uncomfortable. Well, get ready, everyone, because the plan is coming together perfectly. The U.S. is prepping for war with Iran. We'll get to that part of the story in a second. But first, war is really good for business. I don't know if you've gotten the memo or not. I mean, really, really good for business. If you are Raytheon, by the way, or any other defense contractor, you're making boku bucks right now. Raytheon held their quarterly earnings phone call. These are always fascinating to listen into. And a Wall Street analyst was on the call, as they always are. They want to know how well they're performing, of course. And this analyst, the Morgan Stanley analyst, pointed out that war in Israel and Ukraine seems like it's great for your business. Can you give us some numbers and understanding about exactly how it's going to perform? And Raytheon's executives agreed and then showed us just how much money they will make.
Shalom. First and foremost, I'm going to give all praises and glory and honor that is due to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash. I'd like to give double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone and Blue Blessings and salutations to the hopeful elect. Those in the gospel abroad, lifting up the standard of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, wherever it may be. This is a quick lesson, World War III update. Hey, man, we in them times. Hey, we can confidently say that Yahweh Shai is getting ready to come back to this earth and put this shit in order. This is and I try not to play so much of this because I don't, this is controlled opposition, and which shows that these people from Redacted are set up because they say, who wants to join us in a rebellion. So when you use buzz terms like that, those are buzz terms or key phrases that Esau Edom can use to label you a treasonist against their society, because it appears that Natalie and this guy, forgot his name, damn, that fucking quick. But it appears that they are against the establishment. But in fact, I believe that they are controlled opposition because for the simple fact that things that they say are rather controversial, but yet they remaining on this YouTube, man. You know what I'm saying? That's a new name, J002. Because we know that they control everything. They control the media, they control the politics, they control the banks, they control the outcome of wars. These fucking people control every goddamn thing, man. And if you are against them, then they find a way on how to make you obsolete. So I damn sure believe that they are, Clayton and Natalie are Jews standing with them to some degree. But nonetheless, they do bring out very informative videos, and I do try to catch them, as often as I could, right along with Mike Adams and, what's his name? Not George. What's his other guy name? Fuck, man. I watch. He claims he's not a Republican anymore. David Hodges, I believe that's his name. But basically, they bringing out all this information about World War III, how the U.S. prepares war with Iran after 13 attacks in 48 hours, which this is going to lead into inevitable clash with Russia. Okay, and what Yahweh Shai appears to, to be showing us here is that these tensions among these other nations are getting so high to the point that when the market of beasts is finally instituted and mandated predominantly around the world, the World War III, the tensions are already there. So they can just go into full conflict mode. But before then, of course, you're going to have boots on the ground. Okay, you're going to have proxy wars, which we're seeing right now between Hamas and the Israelis. That's pretty much a proxy war because you got 30-something countries that's at war within that particular region, okay, based on particular conflicts, even the Ukrainian conflict, okay? But we know that this war is not to become a very, very hot war or a hot war until the mark of the beast is instituted, which is going to lead into the total annihilation of America, Babylon the Great. Okay, so your society, your beloved society that you call Babylon the Great, this place is getting ready to be on its fucking way out of here, man. Okay, our Lord is getting ready to really destroy this place, and he's getting ready to come get us. Okay, and I don't think brothers are, and I'm not saying that brothers don't think, brothers know, but it's still kind of like, oh, wow, the Lord is getting ready to really, make an example out of this goddamn place, man. Finally. Okay, because it's to the point, man, that the wickedness is great, and it's just like, okay, how much longer we got to endure it? But the way things are going, I don't really see it slowing down. I see things speeding up. And like it says here in the subcaption, it says the United States is actively prepping a war with Iran to wipe it off the face of the earth. But that's the same slogan that the Iranians or the Carmenians or the Elamites stated towards the small hats, man. Okay? This guy, Ahmadinejad, back in 2006, he said, look, we gonna wipe you small hats off the face of the earth. Okay, and that's biblical prophecy because Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai is gonna wipe you heathens off the face of the earth, especially you fucking small hats, man. All right, so yeah, brothers, embrace, man. Sit back, embrace, stay locked in, keep the spirit about you, keep your wits about you, man, and hey, let's ride this gravy train on home, man. Let's get this salvation for real, because it's overdue at this point. But it says, according to U.S. senators, military-industrial complex is ramping up new orders to replace heavy weapons in the Middle East, and the White House says many more civilians will be killed. So we here. Okay, we're here. We're just waiting on him to stop pussyfooting around and go ahead and push the mark of the beast prophecy. But that's coming. I mean, that's coming with the territory. I mean, the fact that BRICS Nation goes online next year, I'm safely to say, and you know what, and I'm speaking with confidence. I won't say this is prophetic, but me personally, I believe with confidence that the mark of the beast will be here with some form of fashion next year. Okay, even if it's just the digital based currency, I see by next year that they're gonna start to shut these things down and things are gonna become more digitized. I see that. Okay, I don't see them putting the CBDC pilot programs online July 1st for them to take 5 to 10 years to roll out. They already got the technology. They have the infrastructure up. They just wait on a perfect crisis, and this is it. Okay, when the whole BRICS goes online, that's the perfect scenario to collapse the economy. That's going to lead into a global collapse, which is going to lead into the mass implementation of the mark of the beast, which is the RFID chip. Okay, and they're going to do that shit rapidly. It's to the point, like, I won't be surprised if they're secretly chipping motherfuckers right now. You know what I'm saying? I won't be surprised if they're doing it. Okay, so we just have to wait and see. But anyway, I got another video. Then I'm gonna get a couple of precepts, and we gon' take it on home.
You guys.
Here goes the World War III news.
I'm gonna say one thing real quick. This is what pissed me off about you niggas, man. See, you niggas, you got all this information. You TikTok alike, you TikTok prophets, and we gonna keep getting on you. You TikTok niggas. You're watching all this shit go down. You're taking all these particular clips. You're regurgitating the information. Now all of a sudden, you niggas are experts on geopolitics. Okay, you're experts on the economy. You're experts on Bitcoin now. You experts in economics and fields of war. But when we ask you niggas who you are according to the Bible, you dumbass nigga, you gonna say, oh, I'm African American. Fuck you, Jakes, man. All right, because if you know this much, why aren't your black ass coming out to the camp and being built up by the men of the Lord and coming over into the truth? Because be honest with you, you niggas are holding us up from getting up out of here, man. Here, nigga give you 86 different ways on how to break down the definition of the sun or break down the anatomy of the sun and the moon. But yeah, when you ask him who he is according to the Bible, the nigga, he looks dumbfounded, man. And I wanted to get that out of there, man. You TikTok prophets, you fucking disgust me, man. All right, and you don't get no lick of credit for what the men of the Lord are doing out here because we're the one that brought out this information first. Okay, you're capitalizing off the knowledge the Lord has put on us to speak this thing into existence. Now all of a sudden you niggas, oh well, we're in World War III. They gonna do this and that, man. Shut the fuck, Jake. Just go, man. If you ain't about this truth, just step aside, man. All right.
Conducted a nuclear test in Nevada right after Russia moved to revoke the nuclear test ban. So what was the treaty that Russia left? Why the United States is testing nuclear weapons now? This one came from the Russian media. Russia withdrawals from the CTBT does not mean it plans to conduct nuclear tests. The CTBT expands on the 1963 treaty that bans nuclear weapon testing in the atmosphere and space, underwater, and includes a ban underground.
So let me ask you this. If you ask Jake, he would have known that 2 years ago. You know what I'm saying? Nigga wouldn't have known that, man. Okay? It's Jeremiah 4, and I'm going to start at verses 4 and 22. Matter of fact, let's start at verses 22. It says, for my people is foolish. They have not known me. They are sottish children, meaning you're extremely stupid. They have none understanding. Like, these niggas don't know what the fuck they're talking about, man. They're just talking shit that they see the prophets, that we speak on. And then they taking information from different clips and they're putting it together and they trying to get a following. But these niggas don't know. You know what I'm saying? They don't have an idea on what the hell is happening out here. Jake is too damn stupid. He can't even figure out he's an Israelite, let alone he want to break down World War III. But nonetheless, there is a spirit that's out here that is a formative, okay, through the men of the Lord. And this word is going out. So that's the beautiful part about it. But you, Jake's like, you're going to get some self-loathing credit. Nah, bro. And it says they have none understanding. They are wise to do evil, but to do good, they have no knowledge, man. Okay? You're wise to do evil. Fucking 86 laws of Ma'at, even if that bullshit exists, but yet I ask you the name of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, you going to look dumb. And I just wanted to get that out there. But I'm going to go ahead and let the video play. Lord's will, I don't interject anymore. Okay? Because you know how Jake get, man. Video vex you. Jake could deviate from the lesson and do a lesson on what he's talking about, man. All right? But that's the passion, But here we go.
Yeah, like underground explosions, nuclear explosions that's, underground. They stopped everything slowly, but they said they might as well leave everything altogether. And as I said on this channel, they can go back to nuclear tests. And I told people we were going to start doing nuclear testing soon because they said they were all updating their nuclear test sites. So now that it's coming out that the United States was the first one to detonate a nuke, then who's next? They are also saying this is making concerns of a nuclear arms race. An Israeli official also issued a warning to Putin on Russian state TV, saying Russia is supporting the enemies of Israel. Russia is supporting Nazi people who want to commit genocide on us, and Russia will pay the price. We're going to win this war. Afterwards, we're not forgetting what you're doing. We're not forgetting. We will come. We will make sure Ukraine wins. We will make sure that you pay the price for what you have done. You as in Russia. Oh man, is that a threat of war? Oh boy, I don't like that. And I obviously showed y'all Putin's speech from yesterday about him threatening that he sent the Kinzel hypersonics on MiG.
It shows you ain't in the right spirit because you're supposed to be looking forward to this time, man. Okay, you're supposed to be looking forward to this motherfucking place going down. I know we looking forward to it. I'm definitely looking forward to it. I can't wait to see the sight of the missiles, man. Lord's will I be beamed up, But as long as this place go down, hey, it's a win-win for Jake.
Ones with a range of 1,000 kilometers to be able to reach the Mediterranean Sea, which 2 U.S. aircraft carriers are at. And he already said that was directed at the United States because the United States is getting deeper and deeper into this war. And if the Middle East war breaks off, then other countries are going to be more hyped to go into war. And that is true. That is true. That's what I warned. All this would start to brew off around the same time. Start off small and then it ends off big. And now y'all see where it is. We have a huge standoff between Russia, the United States, and China. Even in Biden's speech last night, he didn't rule nobody out. He talked about Israel and Hamas. He talked about Russia and Ukraine. And he rallied Americans to stand up against terrorism and dictators. Said we had the capability to do anything. There's nothing that's not in our capability. That sounds like a declaration of war, but I'm sorry. They're not going to come out and say we're going to war with Russia, China, and Iran. They're going to say we're arming up their enemies and then we're just going to send our shit anyways. But I think it's that time. I think he knows we're about to go to war with all three. Except he didn't bring up China too much, and I wonder why. He also said we're the only countries with the capability to make that happen. And as I said, if he's saying there's nothing outside of our capability, then obviously fighting a nuclear war ain't outside of our capability either, right? You're rallying us for the wrong war. More news next.
And out of all that, Jake still ain't gonna repent. Anyway, whatever. This shit is going down, right? Whether you like it or not, all right? We in them times, hey, like this dude said, man. He said, look, he feel we in them times, and we're clearly in those times. I don't see it back. I don't see it redacting from this point. I will be pissed if they came to some peace agreement, but peace and safety and sudden destruction. So regardless on what happens, the Lord is in control. All right, it could slow down, but at this point, I don't think the Lord is tearing anymore. He's like, all right, let's get the ball rolling. So we getting ready. Things are getting ready to come quick, brothers. It's like a snowball effect. But anyway, this is the book of Jeremiah 50, and I'm gonna start at verse 6. It says, "My people have been lost sheep." Clearly, it says their shepherd have caused them to go astray, which is your leaders, your pastors, your false prophets. Okay, You know, you had men like Malcolm X, Martin Luther King, W.E.B. Du Bois, Frederick Drew, Charles Douglas, all these niggas, man. They didn't lead Jake in the right way. All right. And it says, and they have turned them away on the mountains, which is the governments. And they have gone from the mountain to hill, and they have forgotten their resting place. It says, but all that found them have devoured them. And their adversaries said, we offend not, because they have sinned against Yahweh, the habitations of justice, even the Lord of the hope of their fathers, right? Because ultimately we were taken down because we did go up against Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. When you watch the movie Killers of the Flower Moon, that was a good indicator on the type of trouble we was in with the Lord, man. And that movie, that movie really pissed me off, man. Okay, if you brothers watch that, I'm just tell you, brothers, if you have a very passionate spirit, embrace yourself. That movie is gonna piss you off, man. You know, on how Esau did the tribes, but you know, it was all part of the prophecy. But anyway, it says, remove out of the midst of Babylon and go forth out of the land of the Chaldeans and be as the heat goes with the flocks. For I will raise up and cause to come against Babylon an assembly of great nations. He just mentioned Iran, China, okay, Russia, which are the three main culprits that's going to be the opposing force to the Western hegemonies in World War III. Okay. Like we're redacted. Basically, they said United States, according to the industrial military complex, they're getting ready to go to war with Iran. And if they go to war with Iran, they're going to have to go to war with Russia. Period. Okay. And the fact that Germany, you know, you destroyed your own allies' pipeline. What is it? Nord 1 and 2. That's already creating tensions. Germany don't really fuck with America like that, man. Not to that degree. And we know Turkey ain't vibing with Babylon like that, because they know that you're behind a lot of the tyranny in the world, the economies. They know that you're setting up these particular groups of opposition, and then you're blaming it on other people. And yet the whole West is going to suffer because of your ill doings, man. And this is why they're going to shoot missiles on your ass. And ultimately, they're going to shoot missiles on you because when this dollar collapse, that's going to affect the Western economies, man. And they're going to be like, you know what? Fuck you. We got a better offer with these other nations. We going to destroy this whore. Because nobody on the planet Earth likes you, American devil. Nobody likes Bob. Nobody likes you. And you can see why, man. You people are you're a bunch of damn degenerates. Okay? And it says here, for a assembly of great nations from the north country, and they shall set themselves in array against her. From thence shall she be broken or taken, and their arrows should be as that of a mighty expert man, and none should return in vain. Okay? And those arrows are talking about the ICBMs. It says, and Chaldea should be as a spoil, and all that spoil her should be satisfied, says the Lord. Because you were glad, because you rejoice, O ye destroyers of my heritage, because ye are grown fat as the heifers out of grass, and bellows as bulls. And your mother should be sore confounded, which is Great Britain, by the way. And you can read about that in Revelation 17 when it says she is of the seven, but the eighth going to perdition. That seven is Great Britain, man. And it says, and she that bare you should be ashamed. And behold, the hindermost of the nations should be a wilderness and a dry land and a desert, because the majority of your cities are going to be destroyed, man. Okay? And it says, because of the wrath of the Lord, it should not be inhabited, but it should be wholly desolate, wholly desolate. And everyone that go about Babylon should be astonished, and here shall thy plagues. Okay? Because when this place gets destroyed, people are going to be in disbelief, like, wow, did America really just get this bully over the planet Earth? Did he really just get taken out? And it says here, put yourselves in array against Babylon round about, all ye that bend the bow. Shoot at her, spare no arrows, for she hath sinned against the Lord. Shout against her round about. She hath given her hand, her foundations are fallen, her walls are thrown down. For it is the vengeance of Yahweh. So take vengeance upon her as she have done unto her, as she have done, do unto her, man, okay? And we know that America has laid the judgment on the Israelites far greater than any other captivity we've been in. So this place is getting ready to be taken out on all sides, man. Okay, and this is getting ready to happen quick, bro. Like literally, before you know it, salvation is gonna be here. We're so used to this thing tarrying and taking years to come. I don't think we have another decade left. That's just my personal opinion. I don't see this shit going past 2030, man. I don't see it going past 2025, to be honest with you. But we just have to wait and see, you know. That's just my personal opinion. The Lord may have other plans, but I'm praying and hoping like hell that next year we start to see things pick up a little more, man. You know, and as things continues to pick up, brothers are going to get more interconnected, more tight in spirit. Brothers are going to lock in, man. because that's how the Lord set it up. So you ain't gonna do nothing outside his will. So if you worrying and you know and you believe you're a man of the Lord, stop worrying and fall into the Lord's plan, man. Fall into his will, man. Okay. 2nd Esdras 15, I'm gonna start at verses 29. It says, for a horrible vision, it says, and the appearance thereof from the east. And where are these nations at? What they consider the Middle East. It says, where the nations of the dragons of Arabia, because all these Arab nations and these Muslim nations, they're gonna come against the small hat, man. Okay, you're saying all of them, even the Saudi Arabia, they all are gonna end up teaming up to shoot missiles on this place. It says, where the nations of the dragons of Arabia should come out with many chariots, and the multitude of them should be carried away as the wind upon the earth, that all that which hear them may fear and tremble. Also the Carmanians ranging in wrath should go forth as the wild boars of the wood, and with great power they shall come and join battle with them, and they shall waste a portion of the land of the Assyrians, man, which that's you devils, you American devils, you America, man. All right. So anyway, Lord's will, man, I go a little bit more in depth, cover a little bit more of the story, but I just wanted to put that out there, you know, just to kind of, you know, get the Akim, you know, just to kind of get the wheel turning, so to speak. Lord's will, you were edified into the next lesson. Shalom. Yahweh Shem, brother. Shalom.